Hello everybody. Today I'm just going to talk to you about a few knots I use for fishing. It's approximately 4 to 5 knots I sort of use. So I'm going to talk you through with how I do them. This is the knot which I use to tie braid to mono. Okay. So I'm just going to try and replicate that for you. Okay, so what I'll do, just slip that there, slip that there, cross over the braid, mono, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Leave that hanging. Grab this bit of mono. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. New. So in the middle of that lot, grab a slot in the middle. Open it with your nail. Put it through. Okay, that one through. Hold it. And you grab your braid. Slot that through as well. Grab them both. Put them tightly. Gently pull them evenly each end as best you can. Don't pull them too quickly. Okay, lick it. You get it like that. And you lick it. Very gently, just edge them together. There you are, joining braid to mono. Okay, so that can be used if you've got a spool of mono already on your reel and you just want to add some braid to it. You can tie mono to braid, and that's how you do it. Okay, so that's one knot. I'm just going to show you a knot to a fish hook. Okay, so you've got a 4/0 fish hook, got the eye there, you just go through once. Okay, and then you go around once, twice, 3 times, 4, 5. So you've got plenty of overlaps like that. And you grab this end here, and you go through the end hole, you put it through there and slot it down. Okay. Now you're looking to go through this hole here, to go through this hole twice. Okay. So you go, and there's a reason for that. I'll tell you in a minute. So you go through once. Okay, so we're through once, and then you just lap it round again under there, and grab that end and pull it tight. Okay, pull it tight so it looks something like that, and you lick it, and you just slide it like that. Okay, and there you are. You have a knot which won't pull out. And you can tighten it up at the end. Oh, what have I done there? Not very good. I've got to slide down again. Okay, so I might just quickly show you that one again, because that was a bit unusual. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Okay, and that never pulls out. So I'll just show you that again. So we go through once, and we go around about 5 or 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, through the hole. Mind the hook, because it's very modern day hooks are very sharp. And you go through the hole. Okay, through once. Twice. Look at. Gently just slide it down. Yeah, it's a little bit better, that one. It's a bit more robust. You just pull it a bit tight. That's just snapped off. And you just nip it. You don't want to leave it too short, because sometimes they do pull up a bit tight. You know, a good fish will. But you want to leave a bit there. Fish don't worry about seeing a bit like that. Okay, so there you go. So there's your typical fish knot for all purposes. Won't slip. See, sometimes you can do that knot. You know, when I go through twice, you can just go through once. But sometimes, if the wire of your hook is quite thick, or if you're attaching it to a boom, which is a little bit thicker, sometimes it can sort of pull through. And so a way to mitigate that is by doing it by doubling it up. Now, with regards to braid is even more prone to slippage, and there's even glues on the market. But for me, who on earth wants to be messing around with glue when you're on a boat, when it's raining? You know, dabbing it onto your knot to make sure it holds. To me, that's just ridiculous. So with regards to the braid, it's exactly the same principle. Exactly the same principle, and I'm just going to quickly show you again. And try not to take too long. So you just go. All you go through, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and you go through the little hole there. Okay, and you go through the hole, and you just go round again. Prevent slippage. Just nip it tight. Probably don't even need to lick this one. Right, and you just slide it down. See the way it bunches up. Okay, and that's it. And you feel it to nip tight there, and that'll never pull out. That's your one for your braid. Same for the mono. You ain't got to worry about your. Just snip it off a bit. Leave it long. Fish don't worry about this sort of thing. Okay, so that's your braid. So there's two there. One mono braid. And you've got the braid to mono one. So now I'm just going to show you how to tie a trace to a main line. Okay, so if we've got a main sort of a main line, so some £50 main line to a lead, and you want to tie on a paternoster. Okay, so I'll just show you a quick knot for that. So all you do, this is your main line, this is my trace line with the hook on it. Okay, I just want to attach it to it, quick and easy. Alright, so all you do, you put them alongside each other. Okay, and you form a loop with your trace line like this. So I'm pulling it up, and big loop, big loop like that. And all I do is bring it down to something like that, and I just go round once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. Okay, and then I'm looking to go through the loop I've just made. Okay, and I grab it with my teeth, anything I can grab it with. Okay, and start to form. Lick it. Probably don't need to lick it, but okay. And you see it starting to form and bunch up. Okay, it's starting to join. You see, so this is your trace line. Where are we? This is your trace line here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to tidy it up. All you do, just use your nails. Use your nails. It's looking a bit untidy there, like that. So all you do, just grab the end. Grab the end. Just pull it a bit tighter. With my little pliers. These are handy. And all you do is you just come on, you. There you go. There's your trace line to a main line to form a paternoster, and you can form another one of these up higher above. So let's just check that out. So it moves a little bit, which to me says it's not quite. Yeah, that's better. So you just use your nails just to tighten it up a little bit. You see? Okay, and then your hook line, your hook will be tied to this. You tie your hook to that, lead to the other end, and you can cast it out. Okay, so just to check see if it slides or not, because you want it to stay in the same position. And that's pretty good. That's nipped pretty tight. So all you do, just grab your pliers on the end, grab the other end of it, and just nip it tight like that. That's all you do. Alright, there you have it. Trace line to a main line. Okay. With regards to, you can use this same knot, you can use exactly the same knot for a stop knot. Okay, so if you're float fishing and you're drifting your float and your bait just above the bottom, and you're setting the height just right, you can set this on your, you can tie one of these on just like that. Okay, and all you do, you just snip this off. You leave a little bit of length like that. So this is your main line. The 50-pound is your main line. And then all you do, see, it will slide. You see, if you grip it hard enough. I know we tightened it up, but you can tie them on a little bit looser. But now that means we can adjust this with these little lengths to set the depth of the float. Okay, and I'll show you. So we're moving it around. So here's a float, and it goes through, okay, and there it is, stop knot. Alright, so that's the stop knot. Okay, and we can set the height right there like that. It's exactly the same knot. Okay, it can't go through. You can leave these long. If it hasn't got a bead in the top and it's just the plastic there, then sometimes that knot can get lost down the actual float. So that's why you leave these long, so it'll catch. Okay. So it's a very, very, very. So that's the. So that's the same. So we can use that knot for a slip knot, and we can use that for tying on a trace rig for a paternoster. All right. So that's that one. Right. Lastly and finally, just going to show you. One I use for tying on shock leaders for casting and for rough bottom, and having shock leaders for sort of a rough bottom for fish and stuff like that. Now you can use the knot I first showed you, the braid tying to the mono. You can use that knot as well for it. However, on a windy, windswept beach, that can be a bit of a nightmare knot. It's nice when there's no wind around, or you're tying it the night before, perfect. But if you're out on a boat, a rocky boat, and you're trying to do these knots, you want a knot which is quick and easy, and which will do the same job. Now this is what I call my shock leader knot. So, and I'm going to do it tying it to braid. Okay. So what I do, if I'm casting off the beach or casting off the rocks and it's a real rough bottom or something like that, or we need some extra, if I want to use some light line for better casting like this braid to get further distance, if I cast out 150 gram lead with this, it's going to snap off. Okay, so I need to tie on the shock leader, okay, which is going to be able to survive the cast. Okay, so you can use braid for this as well. So all you do, you just go through once, one loop, one loop, one loop. Okay, get your braid, through it goes, just bung it through. Right, get your pliers, grab this end and just nip it tight like this. Nip it tight. Nip it tight. Okay, so it's sort of almost, you can see where the knot almost sort of balloons up. It sort of turns into sort of like a blob of jelly almost. It means you've nipped it tight, which is good. A pair of toenail clippers are quite good here on the boot because they're light. They can stick, just go in your pocket, and all you do is just, for a start, you just trim it off like yay. Okay, like yay. So then you just pull your braid, so your braid goes through there a little bit. Okay, and you pull your braid back, and all you do with your braid, you just, there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, something like that. Okay, and you go through the hole, back round once. You just make sure we've got that all okay. I don't think I have, so make sure you bring it over. Should have snipped it a bit shorter. Come on, you. Okay, so you can see what you got there. And then all you do is just gently